We haven't imagined them, but they may you may have never met them. Therefore, today isn't just about AI. It is about you, the future builders of AI.
AI is not just a technology. It's transformed the world today.
हाँ भेज दो
It helps doctors diagnose disease more accurately. It empowers researchers to solve complex problems. It supports businesses to make better decisions. It creates opportunities for artists, designers, engineers, and entrepreneurs to innovate like never before. Yes, and artificial intelligence become more powerful, but to remain unchanged. Technology can become intelligent, but it must always remain guided by human values. The future of artificial intelligence
हाँ
will
जूम भी
not
चालू
merely
करें
depend upon how
कौन सा
intelligent the
जूम
machines become,
जूम में तो
but it will depend upon how we are using
इस जूम
and
लॉगिन करने का
precisely why we are here.
जूम लॉगिन करके डाइवर्ट करने का करो क्या हाँ करो लॉगिन करो लॉगिन डालो उसमें
So we all know why we are here, but then why exactly are we here? We know the motto of the event, which is National AI Day, but why National AI
जूम
Day?
लिंक चाहिए क्या ठीक
It's
है जूम
more than
लिंक
a celebration of technology
रिकॉर्डिंग हो जाएगा
because it is a celebration of ideas, a celebration of
फिर
innovation,
कट हो
and
जाएगा
most importantly, a celebration of
जूम में
responsible
कहाँ जाएगा ना
intelligence.
पहले जूम
It
करेगा
reminds us
रिकॉर्ड
that
करेगा
AI should not merely be created for
सेकंड लाइव हो
efficiency,
जाएगा फिर जूम
it
करेगा
must be created for humanity. The theme for this year's celebration is beautifully reflected in three simple but yet powerful words: AI for everyone, AI that empowers learners, AI that transforms industries, AI that solves real world challenges. That doesn't make three, that makes four statements. But AI that remains ethical, inclusive, and accessible for everyone.
मल्टी चेक
So
करेगा
today,
ड्राइंग
we celebrate not only what AI can do, but also what each one of us
ऐप है क्या तुम
can achieve through it.
It's our privilege to welcome distinguished dignitaries who are graciously joining us this morning. We are honored by presence of Dr. Simon Mack, Dr. Shilpa Joshi, and Dr. Hiren Dutta. Our respected deans, faculty members, and distinguished guests present with us. May I request everyone present here to welcome our dignitaries with a huge round of applause.
ट्राई करो
So
कैप्चर नहीं हो रहा
traditionally,
कैमरा
great beginnings are marked by the lighting of a ceremonial lamp. And as we all know, it is a timeless symbol of knowledge overcoming ignorance. So today, while we honor that beautiful tradition, we also embrace the spirit of innovation that defines our generation. Lighting a lamp, we come together to ignite the light. An idea that AI must always remain
हाँ
responsible.
लिख के
An idea
नहीं
that innovation
फिर
must
डालेंगे आफ्टर
always serve humanity.
नहीं डाल सकते
An idea that every student learning here always has the potential to save the future.
यूट्यूब सर्च करो ना यूट्यूब
What
सुरेश सुरेश सुमन हेलो
innovation of ideas and possibility are available. I know of this is the collective commitment to creating a clear of the future. Human and its
So on the first vaccine dedicated to common vaccines, on the next
मोहन मोहन मोहन
For the application of the screen, as you can see, the lab has now been invited. We have a pleasant surprise. That is basically depicting how the lab has invited tons and tons of beautiful ideas of innovation around you, and it has enlightened all of our minds to build a brighter future. The life is the that is the piece with us.
किधर लगी ये कितना लगेगा कितनी अच्छा लगेगा इसके लिए
Obviously, now very very mistake.
नहीं लगा तो ध्यान से दूसरा पिन नहीं जूम का लैपटॉप नहीं है क्या इधर देखो यहाँ पे देखो पिन चाहिए देखो देख के चलो ना फिर मैं हाँ ये
Right now, we witness the digital ignition ceremony, a symbolic beginning of Union's innovation, curiosity, and limitless possibilities. But every powerful technological break with an equally artificial intelligence can transform industry into marriage, yes, and tendency. Therefore, because we begin celebrating the possibility of artificial intelligence, let us first make a promise, but the way we will use it. For the last 1 year, we have to organize hackathons empower educators and learners. Today, we are ready for our next chapter. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives us immense pride. So now, the AI cell will now embark on a new journey as the AI Center of Excellence.
Is obviously now COE, Center of Excellence. To proceed with the proceedings that we have planned for today, we request our dignitaries and VCs to come forward and share a few words of wisdom. Samantha, please can you have your on stage? Everybody give it up for Anija.
so it's the spirit that universal way at the university, right? We're pushing the boundaries, we're doing good things, we're trying to do things. Even AI, that is the engine, it is powering all the new things that we're doing. Because I'm talking to all the students, I want to talk to 30 students, welcome to the new students, and welcome to the new AI. So much on there. Now I request Shipa ma'am to please address the class.
Running back to back, we have to move here from 10:25 to the quadrangle for the fourth ceremony. So this was such a great occasion when Ashwini and Dr. Shivaji approached me saying that let's celebrate National AI National AI Day. So I was thinking, like, when it was declared, National AI Day, we really was not knowing that National AI Day was declared. What was it was declared last year? So guys, I want to tell you here that every time I'm saying, oh, we are, we are chanting AI is not a now fiction. It is not something like up and we used to watch in sci-fi movies and all that. It's not a fiction now. It's a reality. We can't run away from AI, but at the same time, we don't want to keep our critical thinking, our innovation, our curiosity. So AI can do everything. What AI cannot do? Emotions, yeah. Correct. What AI cannot do? AI cannot take responsibility. Whatever AI is going to do, if you see that, always there is a one instruction when you put any mistakes, you have to check it, right? Responsibility cannot take ownership, it can teach you about, it can do everything, but responsibility is still on you.
So,
We are 100% we don't want that to you from using AI. So universal AI, university AI policies who on use AI. We don't have any expectations on how much AI can use. What you have to do is you have to take responsibility of what output you are producing. You should be able to explain it to the screen. You should be able to enhance your knowledge and just don't become a puppet in hands of AI. This is what I want to tell you on this occasion. Thank you so much, NXL, for organizing it and wish you all the best. Thank you.
The difference of what AI already does to us and what we do with that AI. And that is something that none of these people have expected and everybody has managed.
डाउनलोड करने का
We move forward to the final portion of today's program. I request you all to kindly proceed towards the quadrangle for the most prominent AI lesson. Please proceed to the quadrangle. Thank you.
क्यों हाँ उस शिट इसमें रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है अभी जाके कसम खाएंगे अरे भी सब जान ऊपर ऊपर के लिए आ रहे थे कैमरा नहीं गिरा ना कोई इसमें लॉग आउट कर इसमें चालू कर हाँ क्या करेंगे हो गया आपको बात किया तो क्या होगा
That's 100.
और कैसे सब बढ़िया
कब आया आज ही
आज ही आया आज बुलाया था मैं
अरे everyone get up.
वापस आ जाएगा ना वो लोग लेके चलिए और वीडियो लेके लगता है सुन रही बंद हो गया लाइव फिर हाँ बंद हो गया वो नहीं वो क्या क्या मेरा कैमरा कैमरा तो ऑफ है ना वैसे भी मैंने बोला और शिखर लाइव करके फायदा कैसे मैम क्या बोला क्या बोला अच्छा पूरा सेटल में हम एक जरूरत कर सकते हैं 61 या आपको टी शर्ट मिलती है टी शर्ट दे दो ना टी शर्ट नया टी शर्ट नहीं मिला विटामिन बैठे नहीं गया दोन चांदी बाहेर कुठे नाही अच्छा तिथे काय हा तिथं आहे आणि तो घे आणि तिथं आपल्या एअरबिन लॉबीचे दोन टेबल आहेत खाण्याची नव्हे त्याच्या समोर तिथं राहा बाहेर खुर्चीच्या बाहेर थांब चल चल कद मेल चेक किया आ गया ए, क्या कर तेरा ही ऐसे मेरे कुछ ऐसा ना करो ना क्या हेलो माइक हेलो हेलो तेरे सैन का मुंह दिख रहा है फिर इधर भी चाहिए कहाँ से कनेक्ट करना है सी पिन में नहीं दूसरा ही चालू करेगा ओके फाइबर टू टाइप सी हाँ टाइप सी फाइबर टू टाइप सी हाँ हाँ ठीक है हाँ जी वो ठीक है उसको साथ देता नहीं देता देता हाँ देता हूँ मैं लेकिन ये कनेक्ट तो कनेक्शन चाहिए ना हाँ सर उसमें दे दो बोलिए हाँ और रेटे चालू किया क्या 2 सेट आ गए मेरे पास हाँ, इसका थोड़ा ज्यादा नहीं दी वही सब नहीं होगा बारिश है जब सी पिन लेके जाने गया इधर है ना सी पिन को बोल नहीं Well, let me get to the so they can take up. What's it? But you can make हो गया साढ़े 12 का 2 बजे के बाद तो वो रिसेट एग्जाम हाँ बस 4 बजे तक सही है। आज पूरा चल मैं भी आता हूँ तो देखे तो बाल को जोड़ा क्या अच्छा Ladies and gentlemen, so while you are waiting for to join us and while we wait for the projects to fall in place and then we execute with each and every event. I would like to brief you all that now we saw that AS has been able to what to COD, Center of Excellence, is what we say. What it actually means. However, little paragraph of matter मुझे बोला है यहाँ पे जो काफी बिल्कुल है because इसमें realize नहीं है ये Center of Excellence क्या है क्या उसके foundations है and what you each and every one of you can expect from it उसके बारे में एक छोटा सा glimpse है. AI isn't about replacing human intelligence. हमारी बुद्धि हमारे पास ही है AI हमें replacement है नहीं. It is not about amplifying another, but the next breakthrough in AI is not about this breakthrough. Okay. Because the next impacted product will be the researcher, the director बना, the innovator, so समझाने की यार एक बार वो बन जाए 5-10 years down the line. वो हम ही हो सकते हैं. It might be us sitting in this laboratory. And perhaps 5-10 minutes, I will say 4 years from now, each one of you will stand on this very stage, inspiring the next generation of students. But 4 years to that, why don't we start from today? And that is why it brings me immense pleasure to announce that it has already happened. Welcome to the AI Center of Excellence. So AI Center of Excellence के different verticals हैं. We had different verticals in AI sir. But कुछ verticals हैं जो कि back in those days 6 months ago, we said a particular task focused है. Well, right now जो 4 verticals है, they will work cohesively so that you have a holistic experience of building the best version of yourself. 4 verticals are research, development, I request you to go through these verticals and register in those events क्योंकि हमारे पास बहुत events हैं which are lined up. We have events like Focus text selling, यहाँ तो और अभी many other activities which है. But एक छोटा glimpse और देना हो तो फिर last week कितनों ने hackathons में participate किया था? Okay, good. और just to get the audience का demo करना यहाँ से feedback करेगा. Anyone from BBA? From Mother's Day? कोई नहीं आता? अच्छा, okay. तो जो फोन वर्टिकल है ना रिसर्च है आपके लिए इंडस्ट्री कनेक्ट डेवलपमेंट you must say you can choose any one. प्रॉमिस ये है कि अगर रिसर्च कर रहे हो तो आप एआई अपस्केलिंग इंडस्ट्री से कनेक्शन वर्क डेवलपमेंट के लिए करना चाहिए. And likewise, if you are other developers, you would be having an experience of managing some or the other aspect of
तो इसलिए मैं वापस आपको रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ, यहाँ पे जो एग्जाम्पल ऑफ लोग बैठे हैं, आई बिलीव कल को इतना बताओ, अभी क्लास में बन रहा है, लोग भी आया है, इसको मतलब की पेपर खरीदने का नाम देखो लोग ना अभी बेटे थे, हमारे रिजल्ट से नहीं हो रहा है,
सिटिंग
तो 150 लोग यहाँ पे आ रहे हैं। तो आप सबसे ये रिक्वेस्ट है कि बॉलिंग आप जब अपने फ्रेंड्स से मिलोगे, अपने में वापस जाओगे, तो आपके फ्रेंड्स को भी मोटिवेट करो कि सीरियसली है, क्योंकि इन 2 साल अगले 2 साल आपने या फिर आपने अपना को खाली वो डायरेक्शन भी दे देना, तो बिलीव मी इट विल बी। So with that, बस ये अनाउंस करता है कि एक बार सोचिएगा, सीरियसली एक बार थॉट लेना इसको, और कुछ experience gain करेंगे। एक बैकग्राउंड म्यूजिक का मतलब सो दैट यू आर एंटरटेनिंग, राइट? किसी को कोई म्यूजिक की सजेशन वाला जो है, साउंड दी है, बैकग्राउंड म्यूजिक चाहिए, वाइट को मतलब कल्चरल डिस्कशन है ना, कल्चरली यू नो एक इसलिए एक मैंने समझा था कि जब भी मैं कल्चरल इवेंट्स देखा हो, लाइक सिंस लास्ट
एक व्यू बड़ा
तो जो भी कल्चरल इवेंट्स रहे ना, मैक्सिमम जीवी एंड डोमिनेटेड है, यानी हम लोग की देश के ऊपर आया है, ऑब्वियसली कहीं ना कहीं किसी न किसी, मैं तो बोला किसी ना किसी नहीं, सबके अंदर कुछ ना कुछ टैलेंट होगा यार, किसी को कोई इंस्ट्रूमेंट अच्छा लगता होगा, तो कल्चरल इवेंट्स में पार्टिसिपेट करो, ये जो इवेंट्स पार्टिसिपेट करोगे, तो इट विल बी अ वेरी गुड एक्सपीरियंस। या हम बोल नहीं करूंगा बहुत बड़ा लेक्चर में होगा, हम तो बिजनेस कॉलेज है, is anyone of you interested to maybe share a few experiences which you had? It doesn't have to be AI बहुत हो गया अभी, पूरा दिन बचा है मेरे पास, सारे लोग यहाँ पे AI के बारे में बात कर रहा है, लेकिन any other experience or anything which you would like to share? So if anyone would like to do that, what do you say? Anyone? Okay, no worry. I hope कि 4 बजे तक कोई ना कोई क्वेश्चन हो जाए, आपसे क्वेश्चन पूछूंगा, तो आप में से कोई ना कोई यहाँ पे आके एक्सपीरियंस शेयर कर दे यार कि भाई AI ये really was something new, something which I never experienced before. So I really hope that happens.
तीसरा देता हूँ साइकिल की छह से तो है ना अच्छा भी लग रहा है ना सीढ़ी ये सब है मल्टी मल्टी दो घंटे बाद वो टाइम बाद भी नहीं तो बदला नहीं इसे दिखाना तो नहीं हाँ चालू कर रहे हैं चलो बाहर भी चाय बहुत बढ़िया आ जाओ चालू कर रहा हूँ Excuse me, एक वो खाली ब्लैक चेयर दे दो ना ब्लैक चेयर
We have Dr. James and Peter, speakers. Can you give us a round of applause? He was clear of the rapid instrument technology and known college of 2 hours and he for 25 years. He has worked in IT, Indian Limited, LTD, and He is functional and 12 instrumental and Here are some patient to be behind patient. When we again have a loud round of applause for him. Please, sir.
International AI Day. It's like the first AI university. You have done AI university. And I will told that everyone extensively uses AI here. I'm sure some of you, if you are not from the technical field, might find this slightly kind of thing. You know, some of part of the job that you already know the thing. But doesn't matter, it is always better to brush them even if you know certain things. So today, next, what I'm talking about, how they will create is reshaping education, research, industry, and our daily life. This is made of comfort. Everything is very easy. Mobile phones are like necessity of life, and especially with internet. Earlier, clothing and shelter would be the necessity of life. Nowadays, mobile has also become necessary and with of course internet. Way back when computers came to India, everyone thought computer is going to take over our job. Now, AI, now computer for our job, now it's to be a well said that we have responsibility and
Judgment.
how this thing has changed, how the availability of AI has changed. Today, if you need something very urgently, you don't even need to go out to buy that. We just sit at our home, we put it in Zepto or Blinkit or any app, and we get the thing delivered in 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Life has become so easy. After Corona, work from home started. And now people don't want to go to office because especially in Mumbai city and around, trains are overcrowded, roads are crowded with traffic here. So if the work can be done at home, why travel and waste time? But of course, the office also is at least twice or thrice a week you must be at office because a lot of interactions take place between people. The Chat GPT was launched in late 2022, the first OpenAI generative AI model what we use. And then it is from research labs to classrooms, laboratories, boardrooms, and our pocket. So we'll be seeing the application of AI in education, in research, in industry, and in daily life. What is generative AI? We have been using extensively now the generative AI. So it learns patterns from massive data sets, then produces original text, images, code, audio, video on demand, powered by large language models and diffusion models. The company which has largest amount of data rules today. Google, Facebook, there is Meta, they have huge amount of data. Amazon is collected. Amazon originally started as a company which used to sell books. Over years now it is a leading cloud service provider. Isn't it? Wipro was originally a company which started with soaps, FMCG products, and now it is into IT. Things have evolved over years. We had traditional AI for like it classifies or predicts whether the email is spam, will this customer churn. Generative AI goes further than that. Under the hood are large language models like GPT, 4o, Cloud and Gemini, you know, that is large language model from Meta, Stable Diffusion. These are the companies which have developed a lot of things. LLM is from Amazon. So how they work?
First, the training takes place. Over years, we have given a lot of data. The training has taken place. The model studies billions of examples, books, websites, images, code, and learns statistical patterns of how content is structured, how the content is structured. Over years, we have supplied a lot of data. All the data is on Google Meta. And now it is giving us how it has done a lot of analysis of that. Statistical patterns are there. And the content is structured. Then there is prompt which we give. We describe what we want in plain language. A question, an instruction, a sketch, or an example to imitate. So train, then prompt and generate. The model produces view content token by token or pixel by pixel. Then you refine it through follow-up and conversation. So first we get some output. It may not be perfect. We may refine it. We may refine the output. We give some more prompt to correct the output. Until we get to our satisfaction. The key mental model here it is. It predicts what plausibly comes next based on learned patterns, which explains both its fluency and its occasional confident mistakes. Also, we can call it as hallucinations. That is how it is working these days. The entire model. Train, prompt, generate. One technology and many media. So before you get into the four domains, so here for example there is ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini. So there is text, ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini. They handle writing, answering, summarizing and translating. Then there are image generators like Midjourney, Dell E3 and Adobe Firefly. They turn all the descriptions into artwork and produce product visuals. Video tools are there, like Runway, OpenAI Sora, Synthesia. They create clips from text. Synthesia generates presenter avatars. Audio tools like Sono, Level Labs, Audio. These are all audio tools. So they compose full songs. Level Labs clone synthesizes voices. Coding assistants like GitHub, Copilot, and Cursor generate complete codes. Nowadays things are so different, People have started ensuring their voices against AI. One song was sung by some other artist in a film and then it was sung by Kishore Kumar. No one could make out that this song is not original. All the songs of Kishore Kumar were trained and it became so exact voice that it became difficult to understand for people that whether that song is sung by Kishore Kumar originally. So it becomes difficult. It becomes difficult. So now people have started taking insurance of their voices to protect from AI. The world has gone so much beyond. Even after people don't exist, their voices can be cloned and very difficult to identify. Coding. Those who might be from tech background, we write code, we feel our code is the best in the world. AI has started generating codes. AI has started generating codes and very efficient. The coding can be done. Copilot, of course, is from Microsoft. Gemini, is from Google, and we saw LLM from Amazon. All the big companies have started having their own AI tools, and every new AI tools keep popping up. Not everything is free. Free trial has limitations. We can do certain amount of work in free trial. Beyond that, we need to pay. One of the very efficient and widely used is Claude these days. But there are points. After that time, it stops for 5 years. Even the paid version, we can buy tokens. If you buy also, then also it does 5 times more tasks. Then there is more enterprise level token which will do 100 times, but still later on becomes costly. So depending on how much we need, the subscription can be done. You know, we Indians are not so used at paying for this software. We have always used a lot of pirated software, which of course is not good. And piracy originally was promoted by Microsoft themselves. Windows, they allowed piracy and piracy and piracy. And they made it so popular that 95% of the desktop started running Windows. And now, of course, everything is online. The moment you have to activate it, all these information is stored online. One license, one machine. Or there can be license where the volume licenses where you can have 50. So we can install, but we can at a time 50 machines will work together. So things have changed over here. And when we think that okay, we have to pay, another issue what comes is that most of this charge in dollars. Very few are there in rupees. And when we take the conversion rate, then people start thinking whether it is worth to pay for this or not. So depending on your usage, maybe for personal things or maybe for an organization. Of course, organization there's no option. They are always bought any of the software, so they need to buy. So they have to buy the software. And they are all subscription-based models. So Copilot, Microsoft, Google Gemini, Anthropic Claude, all these things are there. And these are the 5 things which are one technology, generative AI and multimedia. The 4 areas what I said will explore. Education, where AI tutors personalize learning and teacher tools automate preparation. So far we may have, teachers. For one teacher for 20, 30 students. With AI, we can have one teacher, one student. Everything will be customized as per the student's needs. And that is possible these days. So AI tutors they never get tired. And the lesson planners that give teachers are slack. Everything is planned. Research, where generative AI models compress literature review from weeks to minutes and deep finds AlphaFold on global flights. AI is used. The industry broadcast arena, covering marketing, software development, healthcare, finance, manufacturing, and customer service. All this industry uses for that. We see every day a lot of people are being replaced, terminated. Isn't it? Oracle terminated overnight thousands of employees. That is not just because of AI, but yes, the strength goes down. With AI doing a lot of work, instead of 50 people, maybe 1% can do 50%. So it becomes easy. So how not to be replaceable? We should develop the skills where we become critically important to any organization. We have to be builders of these things. And finally, daily life. There are quiet ways generative AI already sits in our phone, inbox, photo library, and playlist. In each arena, the format is same. Name, tools, the purpose of each, and a real life example of it in use. All these things we are doing. Nowadays, we have to write a letter, we open on our phone itself. Whatever is installed, ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, anything, and write, I want this. We write a letter, we put it on ChatGPT, modify, and use the type of language we want. So things have become easier and easier. How we can do the work with ease. We'll talk first about education. The most personal promise of AI. One-on-one tutoring at scale. Education has always faced a resource problem. A teacher's attention divided across dozens of students. Generative AI attacks both sides. For learners, there are patient tutors. For teachers, tools that automate lesson planning, quiz writing, grading the feedback. So that is how it is helping. One of the most boring tasks for teachers are to assess papers. If AI starts assessing papers, things will get simplified. If AI starts, because it will be uniform. AI model is developed for assessment. The assessment will be uniform. Once it is uniform, there is no discrepancy. When multiple humans or even a same human checks the papers, at times it may happen that for two same answers the marks are different. It may happen. But when it is done through AI, it is uniform. So things are being developed. And of course for lesson planning. To do a lesson plan and it can be individualized, AI will develop the lesson plan for the teacher. Things become much simpler. You must have used. Many of the teachers might have used AI to generate lesson plan. We provide the syllabus, and based on that, lesson plan with examples, notes, whatever you want, can be developed. But as we took the pledge today, whatever comes, we need to review that. It cannot be given a blind way that yes, AI has done it is all correct. Many of the places where we put some mathematical or statistical problem, the answers given by AI are not correct. They have learned many places from where the concept is taught, they may be very different. So interpretation will become different. That is why when we want to solve such problems, we need to check it manually also. AI will give answer based on its intelligence, which is artificial. We need to use our human intelligence to know that. AI tutors for every learner. So there is, Khan Nigo from Khan Academy. Tutor built on GPT-4. It is deliberately Socratic. Ask it for the answer and it responds with a guiding question instead. So it doesn't give answer directly. When you ask a question, it will ask a question which will you have to answer step by step and you get to the answer. Instead of giving the answer directly. So it helps us thinking, to increase our thinking power. With artificial intelligence, we should not forget our own original intelligence. We have, we now, of course, Indians are very well known for mathematics. Our memory power is also very good. Originally, people would remember, numbers like 50, 100 numbers. It was not very difficult. Nowadays, we don't want to remember any number, mobile phone, and use it. Indians used to do a lot of mathematical maths, things, mental sums we were given in school. Nowadays, calculator is that we want to use it faster. Everyone has a mobile phone. But we should not forget that power. We should use our human intelligence, the original intelligence also. So, this Socratic tutoring guides students to answers with hints instead of giving them away. So, real life example used across US school districts. A student stuck on algebra gets step-by-step questioning like a patient human tutor. So instead of giving answer and not allowing and taking away our thinking power, this Socratic tutoring, the concept is don't give answers straight away. Keep on asking questions. Keep on asking questions. And as you keep asking questions, you go towards the answer. You move towards the answer. Then there are general assistants like ChatGPT and Claude, which excel at adaptive explanation. The same concept explained at a 5th grade level, then at university level, and then as an analogy until it clicks. Plus instant practice questions are asked. For example, explain the concept at any level. Explain photosynthesis like I am 10. And now like I am in college. So for both, same explanation, but with a lot of advanced things will be explained. So ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Copilot, anything can be used for that. And then we have another which is like Duolingo Max. It adds GPT-4 to language learning. Explain my answer, tells you why your sentence was wrong, and roleplay lets you rehearse real conversations. The common thread, infinite patience, zero judgment, available at 2 a.m. before the exam also. So it has become easy. We don't need to have a lot of things. We just ask questions to these tools and we get the answer. And some of the tools guide us to the answer. So we use our brain also. Otherwise, we have stopped using it. We are so becoming addicted to AI that we just give and we expect the answer is correct. We don't even bother to read. When, of course, now things have changed with the chat GPT and all applications. When students used to write letters earlier, first of all, when the letter is addressed to the principal, it always was PAB. Unfortunately, ChatGPT also gives us PAB only. But the other part of the letter is very elegant. You may have given something, but you have not read what is written inside, and you submit the letter directly. Some reasons which are written which you are not aware. So we have to read the letter. AI is, we should use as an aid, not just replacing us. If we use like that, we'll soon be replaced. And that is why so much of layoff. So we have to use it with responsibility. Giving teachers their evenings back, with the amount of things which have, increased with the NAC accreditation, NB accreditation, everything. So teachers spend enormous unpaid hours on preparation and paperwork. This is where tools are important. These tools. The first one is like Magic School. Magic School AI. The purpose lesson plans, rubrics, IP, individual education plan, drafts, and parent emails from a short prompt. A teacher drafts a differentiated lesson plan in 5 minutes instead of an hour, then edits to print her class. The time reduced. When the teacher has to originally prepare a lesson plan, a lot of things we need to think. Here it gives the gist. Then the teacher reviews. Instead of spending hours, now in minutes the plan is ready. And then the whole paradigm shifts from writing to reviewing and personalizing. So no need to write. It is written. Review it and personalize as per your usage. Second is Quizlet, QChat and Magic Notes. There are a lot of tools available. These are some which we are reviewing. Quizlet, QChat and Magic Notes. They turn any material into flashcards and practice tests. Students photograph class notes. Quizlet converts them into quiz for revision night. Gamma generates full presentations and handouts from an outline. A lecturer types 8 bullet points and gets a designed slide deck to refine, not to build from scratch. And there is the report creates interactive lessons with both polls, word clouds, and drawing prompts. A grade 6 science class boards and sketches live while AI built lesson adapts the discussion. So things have changed, over years. Framing of none of these practices replace the teacher's judgment. They remove the blank page problem, so expertise goes into refinement and not into production. So production is done. Okay, before we discuss this, I will just be demonstrating one. There is a site, aippt.com. You might have used. So we have to be ahead of AI, not just use it irresponsibly. That AI is given, and that is the correct way how we get it. So we have AI, everything it does, things made easy. But we need to review, which is very, very important. We cannot just use it blindly. Okay, this is AIPPT.com. Here, we give a prompt and it will generate an elegant PPT for us. So you can tell one topic on which we want to generate a PPT. Yes, you can tell one topic. As we only have 15 to 20 slides, it allows us which GPT you want to use. I have kept as OpenAI GPT 5.1, 15 to 20 slides, English language. And it will ask, it will give us outline. We may want to modify certain things. This is the outline. We may want to modify, we can do that. 18 slides it is generated and it gives us a theme. Which theme we want to use. For example, this theme we select. And we can say generate. So first it will put the outline. And then within the outlines, it will fill up the notes. AI is working for us. So first the outlines, and then you put in the notes in those slides. Now it is putting the notes in the slides. So that is how things have changed. If we have to think and create a PPT, we may take 2-3 days also to decide each slide, what to put, what will come next. And here, not even within 5 minutes, it has generated the entire 18 slides. Of course, we can download as PPT, but because it is a paid version, if it's unpaid, you will not be able to download it. We can present it online. Here, I can download it. And then in PPT also, I can change the theme. I can apply, and presentation is ready. That is doing the work. But otherwise, it can be shown here also how it is. With images, with the text, everything. National AI Day. Simple. Few minutes, entire presentation is ready. Okay. Coming back to our education, promise and pitfalls. What are the benefits and what are the concerns? Let us see the benefits first. Infinitely patient. People may lose patience. Humans may lose patience. AI doesn't lose patience. Personalized pacing. At the pace when the student understands. Every student won't understand at the same pace. Some may be slow learner for some topic, some very fast learner. So it matches the space. Explanation repeat and adapt endlessly without embarrassment. There is democratized access to tutoring that used to cost serious money. It recovered teachers' time and language support for learners studying in second language. More all the AI tools supports multiple languages. All these tools support multiple languages. On the concern side, academic integrity institutions worldwide are redesigning assessment because take-home essays can be generated in seconds. Over-reliance, since productive struggle is how durable learning forms. Hallucinations, where a fluent wrong explanation is worse than no explanation. And equity, because the best models sit behind subscriptions. The emerging consensus reflected in UNESCO's guidance on generative AI education is human-centered use. AI as a scaffold with human teacher accountable for learning. The accountability will always remain with humans. But help can be taken, aid can be taken. So, language support is there. Who are different speakers, different languages, things can be changed at runtime. Simple things are there. Concerns are academic integrity. Essays and homework can be outsourced wholesale. Tell AI to do my homework. This AI will do it. Whatever is asked, AI can give the answer. Over-reliance, skipping the struggle builds real understanding. We will skip that. We will be so much NPR dependent on AI that we stop thinking. So skipping the struggle that builds the real understanding. That is why asking questions was better. Socratic type of learning. Ask questions, answer. Keep on answering till you arrive at the answer. Hallucinations. Confident wrong answers can mislead learners. As I said, a lot of mathematical and statistical answers are wrong when they are given. So it can mislead learning. Equity, paid trials may widen gaps they promise to close. So of course the things are paid. Next is the research. In AI, a lot of research is still happening and it is going to be continuous. Sir just told me, the HOD sir, that lot of projects are being built, even for the use inside the university and for others also. Lot of thinking is required for that. And AI can help us do that research. Science has scale problem. Millions of new papers are published each year. No human can keep up. So with this generative AI, it helps in three layers. First, literature tools that read and synthesize. So literature at speed and find relevance in evidence in minutes. Global level science, frontier science. So model like AlphaFold that don't just summarize knowledge but produce new scientific predictions. Work recognized with 2024 Nobel Prize in Chemistry. Third, the everyday workflow. Writing, analysis, code, cleaning data and polishing manuscripts. All can be done using AI. The tools, those are used. Elicit. It automates the grunt work of systematic review. It finds relevant papers, extracts the findings, methods and sample sizes into structured tables we can compare everything. So for example, a PhD student screens 400 abstracts for a systematic review in an afternoon. That is only possible with tools. Elicit. Consensus. Answers question with evidence synthesized from published studies with citations. Thus creating improved memory. Written the summary of what studies actually found. So it is a search engine that will answer a specific scientific question with synthesis of what published studies actually found and with citations attached. That is a big task to attach citations. Things have become simpler. Consensus like tools are there. And it will tell us which citation supports the claim, which citation does not. Cite shows whether later papers support or contrast citations, smart citations. A reviewer checks if a key 2015 finding survived application before relying on it. And finally, notebook LLM. It takes opposite approach. It grounds itself only in documents you upload, dramatically reducing hallucination and can even generate a pod-styled audio overview of your sources. Caveat for audience, these excellent reading, they do not replace critically reading the key papers yourself. So Google Ground its assistant answers only from papers you upload. Even makes podcast style audio reviews. A researcher uploads 30 PDFs and interrogates them like a personal librarian. And from those 30 papers, it will give us the. So things can move faster. What does AI? What AI does? The science itself. So we have certain tools like AlphaFold from Google, DeepMind. It solved 50-year grand challenge, predicting a protein's 3D shape from its sequence, and released roughly 2 million predicted structures 3D. How Google did that? 3D protein structures, 200 million structures shared, one 2024 Nobel Prize in Chemistry, used by over 2 million researchers for drugs, enzymes, and vaccines. See the power of AI. In silico medicine, it is for drug design. Generates novel drug molecules and pick targets using generative model. For example, its AI designed drug for lung disease, IPF, research phase 2 human trials in a fraction of the usual discovery time. Faster, so faster. So they use generative model to design a novel drug candidate for idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis that reached phase 2 human trials far faster than traditional discovery timelines. So it is decided. Then research has to be done on humans, but it reduces the timeline so much. AI weather model producing 10-day global forecast in under a minute. That is GraphFast. It outperforms leading conventional forecast system on most measures, a tiny fraction of the compute. So that is the pattern. Nature's pattern, well enough to make new useful predictions. Everything is AI controlled, AI based. And they are quite, we can rely on them. But of course, we need to check them. Inside researchers' daily workflow. What researchers do daily? They analyze data. So generative AI reshapes ordinary research days across 3 stages. Data analysis. So there is ChatGPT's advanced data analysis. And Claude, let researcher upload a data set requesting to clean statistical tests. First clean, apply statistical tests, generate charts conversationally. So it reduces the coding barrier for domain experts. Domain experts, they know the domain, they may not know coding. So no need, put it on this ChatGPT's analyze data analyzer, advanced data analyzer, or on Claude, and tell them the instructions. It will do cleaning, it will generate the graph, the charts, whatever you want, run statistical tests on you. Write research code. GitHub Copilot, and Cursor, or to complete analysis scripts, explain inherited legacy code, and suggest fixes which matters in labs, where code is a means, not the specialty. So that it happens. The first for is data exploration. Example, an ecologist gets exploratory plots of field data without writing a line of R immediately. No need to write any code in R, but results are there. A physics group modernizes an old Fortran pipeline with AI suggested Python. Fortran has been a very old language, Python is new language. So it does that. We don't need to write anything. Then we have this writing PaperPal and Grammarly, polished academic tone, and general LLM draft abstracts and cover letters, a genuine equalizer for majority of scientists publishing in English as a second language. They will not know English. So these tools help a lot. So we have PaperPal, Grammarly, Claude. One rule labs are adopted. AI drafts, humans verify, and journals require disclosure of AI use. So far, for all the research, this is research papers. Only one thing was asked, that is plagiarism. How much amount of plagiarism is allowed? Less than 10%. Up to 10, maximum 10%. Now it's not only plagiarism, now it is AI. How much amount of content has been generated using AI? There are tools available. But again, none of the tools is perfect. They always say all this whatever is there, it is just prediction. That this may be possibility. That so much content has been generated through AI. But not sure. But yes, they give some percentage. They will give up to 90% to 10% also. But it is all suggestive. But tools are there and a lot of development is going on and research on those tools to predict. Because it is practically impossible whether AI has written. Sometimes you write on your own, but still it will say that it is AI written. The next domain is the industry. The broadcast arena, the industry. Businesses moved fastest on generative AI because the value showed directly in hours saved and output multiplied. We know that. A chat GPT generated on, originally it was chat GPT only, the first GPT. So how fast things happened. So industry realized and switched faster to generative AI. So we'll see marketing and creative work, where campaign copy, imagery, and video are now AI assisted by default. Software development, the most transformed profession so far. Software development. And to across sectors, healthcare, finance, manufacturing, and customer service. All this will be just going through during this part. Each with named company deployment, not hypothetical. We'll see that. The recurring word is Copilot. AI draft suggests and automates, human direct and approve. So again, the role of humans is always there. Marketing and creative work. Jasper or Copy.ai. Creative industries were early adopters. Jasper and Copy.ai specialized on brand marketing copy. Trained on your voice guidelines, they scale product descriptions, emails, and ads from hours to minutes each. On brand, ad copy, emails, product descriptions, and blog drafts at scale. An e-commerce team generates hundreds of product descriptions in one afternoon. Easy. Midjourney, Dell E3, and Adobe Firefly. They are for striking concept art. Dell 3 integrated into ChatGPT for accessibility. Adobe Firefly trained on licensed content for commercially safe enterprise work. The concept art, product imaging, and campaign visuals from text prompts. We give the prompts, for ads, things are generated. Many of you might be from MBA, marketing if you are doing, a lot of tools are available to help. Agencies mock up 5 campaign directions before lunch. Firefly is trained for commercial safe use. Runway synthesia. Runway is what it does, generate effects which were used by the editors, everything, everywhere, all at once. And Synthesia's avatars let company produce training videos in 140 plus languages without cameras and actors. So training videos are generated. We can use it for education also. No human recording. Everything generated automatically. Then runway tools were used in Oscar-winning film. Everything, everywhere, all at once. Firms making training videos without cameras. And Canva Magic Studio. One-click design, generation, background removal, brand style, resizing. Synthesia, the generate avatars, they let companies produce. Sorry, Canva. So this Canva Magic Studio. Many of you might be using Canva. Originally, we used to design in CorelDRAW, but CorelDRAW is much more complicated than user-friendly Canva. Though for high resolution printing, Corel is still used, but most of the work can be done in Canva. So we have Canva Magic Studio. All this into non-designers, relevant to my own field of video production. These tools compress pre-production and drafts, while direction, taste, and brand management remain human work. So one-click design generation, background removal, brand style resizing. A small business owner produces a week of social posts with no designer. Nowadays we know it's the age of social media. Social media presence is very important for all the organizations. Software, the most transformed profession. So now everything, Copilot, it suggests, it generates lines of codes. Cursor, AI first code editor, edits your whole project as fast as possible. Cloud code, again SAP coder in terminals. Plans, edit, run tests, iterates on its own. So there is no other profession which is adopted more than software development. Deployed across every sector. In the beginning we said, no, sorry, that is on daily life. Healthcare, Microsoft Dex Copilot listens to doctor-patient visits and drafts the clinical note automatically. No need for anyone to take the notes. Manufacturing, Siemens Industrial Copilot generates and explains PLC automation code with Microsoft AI Stack. Finance, Morgan Stanley AI Assistant, GPT-4 Assistant researching 100,000 plus internal research documents. Customer service, Klarna AI Assistant handles customer checks end-to-end in 35 plus languages. In daily life, the quietest but the most universal arena. You do not need to be a student, scientist, or an executive to use generative AI. Anyone can use. Even your parents can, who are even not much used to AI, can use AI. If you own a smartphone, you already do. Voice assistants have become conversational. Sometimes, even if you're not wrong, our phones start listening and starts reacting. Google Assistant or Siri, they start reacting. When they listen to us, and they will start answering. We don't realize that they are listening to us. Everything, all the phones are built with voice assistant. Email drafts, photo apps can repaint. Lot of this, now in phones also a lot of filters are available to apply. Music can be composed on request for child's birthday. So everything, every planning can be done using AI. Talk and ask. Chat GPT voice, Gemini Live, natural spoken conversation, recipes, home help, everything is possible. Photos, we can automate whatever we click. Photos should be uploaded to Insta, Facebook, Snapchat, wherever you want. Things are automated. Possible. Music and voice, full songs from text prompt, narration and dubbing in cloned voice. That's also possible. Mails and plans, email help me write Gemini. That is happening. For years, Microsoft and all, your Google, Gmail, when we write something, suppose we write please find attach, and we forget to attach, it gives us hint that attachment is not attached. Do you want to proceed? So use it well. What are the challenges to manage hallucination? Wrong. Bias and fairness. Models can be biased. We can ask a question in a biased way. It will answer both in favor and in opposite also. We need to be very careful. Privacy. Don't paste confidential data into consumer tools. Prefer enterprise deployments. In free, don't paste data which has to be confidential. Deep fakes and authenticity. Synthetic media erodes trust. Disclosure norms and watermarking are emerging. Jobs and skills. Tasks shift before jobs vanish, and premium moves to judgment, taste and verification. Energy and cost. Training and serving models consume real energy. Efficiency is now a design goal. So training, it takes a long time. Road ahead, what next? 4 takeaways to choose. Education, generative AI makes one-on-one tutoring scalable and paradoxically raises the value of human teachers who guide, verify, and inspire. Research, from literature review to novel discovery. All AI compresses the scientific time. Industry, co-pilots are in production across every sector. And daily life, the most powerful AI is invisible kind. Already in your pocket. So, there are the key takeaways from this today's my session. Thank you all for taking this.
Thank you, Heng, sir, for shedding light on so many AI tools that we have, but we were just not aware of. I mean, guys, to be very honest, the list went on and on. I tried to keep track, but then I realized that there's more than half of the tools that I have not even used. If I were to summarize this entire session, there will be 2 key takeaways, and I hope that you also resonate with the same. Number one being, when we are preparing for exams, we always have those caffeinated midnight runs where we go to ChatGPT and we pray that ChatGPT, I have my exam tomorrow. Please make me pass. That's not a way to learn. That's not a way to prepare for exam, right? We have so many tools, PPT, 11 labs. You can have a podcast. You can have a podcast to understand about stuff when you are on the go. There's so many ways to learn and adapt. So that's one key thing which we should take away from this session. And number two being, AI market is so saturated at the moment that हर एक बंदा एक ना कोई टूल बना रहा है. PPT maker search करो सैकड़ों tools आ रहे हैं. There is a personality, a very famous personality, आपको पता होगा. Have everyone known about Aman Gupta? सबको पता है Aman Gupta, CEO of Boat. What is his famous saying? Wherever he goes, he keeps on saying that. उसका यही saying है कि यार हम भी बना लेंगे. He, being an Indian entrepreneur who started with nothing, he went ahead and said that we will also go ahead and make it. Now what that did, it just created more opportunities in the market. So the market which was saturated, it began expanding. So that's the other key learning which we as budding engineers, budding entrepreneurs, budding innovators should take. That there may be tons and tons of tools readily available. If we try and make it, what would go wrong? Even if we fail, we will learn a thing or two, right? हम भी बना लेंगे. That's the key thing we should take away from this session. Again, thanks a lot, Hiren sir, for shedding light on these AI tools. Can we have a big round of applause for Hiren? Also, Hiren sir, on behalf of the AI, former AI cell, now Center of Excellence, I would request Shilpa ma'am, Simon sir to kindly give you a token of appreciation. I request you all to please come towards the dais. Give it up for Dr. Hiren. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
So, what a great way to learn about AI and to be introduced to all these different AI tools, right? And so, in the business of AI, there's all these platforms and tools that are battling to be the standard, right? And so, it's very interesting to watch what we teach you, but you could teach us too. So that's the number one thing that I want to say. Okay, please, it's going to be mutual. You come to us if you discover this new AI tool that's doing something that's helping you in the classroom. Please let us know. Now, this morning or last night, I sent an article from America, very, very controversial article from America. And the controversial article from America is one of the top law schools in America. The University of Chicago Law School is banning AI. Now, I don't know if you know this, but AI is completely disrupting the legal industry. Completely disrupting it. And so you have a top-tier American law school. How do they respond to AI disrupting their industry? By banning AI with their students. That's backwards thinking. So even in America, top schools in America, there's some places that are so afraid of AI that it's causing them to do something. So all their students are going to be trained, not using AI. When they go into industry, they're going to be completely shifted by students who know AI. Why do I mention that? I mention that because we're at the other end, right? Here we want you to use AI, but we want you to use it ethically and properly. And so we are at a very, very unique institution in the world where we want you to use 100% AI. Use all these tools. Try out all these tools. Come up with your tools. Make your own tools and bring your own tools and show all of us if we believe AI can be used and will be used to make the world a better place. We're not going to ban AI at University of Life University. And so again, it's so good to see everybody back, and I look forward to seeing you all in the classroom. And thank you again. Thank you again, sir, for giving us your wisdom and your experience. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
लॉगिन एक्सेस है एक्सेस देगा मैं तो लॉगिन ये पेमेंट देगा अपने इसका
So as we have come to the break point of the event, we may now proceed towards lunch. But by the time you are finished up with the lunch, one thing which I would again like to remind all of you is that AI experience zones are live, they are open. A key takeaway which I just expressed, which was about हम भी बना लेंगे. So just to take that quote forward, there are two engineers, budding engineers I would say, and even a team of incredible mentors like who planned a simple application of AI which is present in the AI experience zone. We have a comic generator, we have a Pixar generator, and then we also have an AI website builder. A simple AI website builder wherein you input all your details, all your demographics, where you are from, what you like, what you dislike, and on the basis of that, it will give you a simple portfolio website. that's how we go forward. We build stuff which may be already in the market, but we learn from it. So I would request you all to please have a visit, go have a look at it, understand what could be, in the minds of these incredible people. Like let's have a big round of applause for Ashwini ma'am first. Because I would say leadership and the leadership of the entire Center of Excellence team, with whom we have been able to land these three products as AI experiences. So yeah, that's it. And thank you very much. Please have a good day. Thank you. You may now have your lunch. Yeah, the activities while the AI experience will be live till 4 in the evening. From 2 to 4, we have a set of activities planned in this auditorium as well. So have your lunch, have a visit on the AI experience, and I hope that you come back to this auditorium. You all have to come back. All the students, please have your lunch and come back at 2. Okay? Lunch break is from 12 to 2, so you can have your break. And after that, come back to the same auditorium. Okay? Thank you, guys.